Gap filling is a common step in data cleaning, and it's important to know what your 5 options are. In this video, we're going to look at rigid body fill. Rigid body fill has a few requirements before it becomes available. First, 3 other markers must be selected, and second, these other marker trajectories must already be complete for the gap you're about to fill. This fill assumes all 4 trajectories are in a rigid or fixed orientation relative to each other, so only use this if all the markers are located on the same rigid body segment, for example, the pelvis, head, torso, or any 4 marker clusters. If those criteria are met, this is generally the best option and can be used for gaps of any size. In this example here, I've used the pelvis, so see here the rigid body fill is much better than what cyclic fill, the pale blue line, would do if we use that. And now we'll fill all other gaps, something I wouldn't recommend for the other gap filling options. There was one gap here that didn't fill, and if we look at the graph view, we can see that there is a gap in the right ACES marker. We need to fill that first before we can use rigid body fill here. So here is a quick summary of the advantages and limitations. Thanks for listening and have fun with your data cleaning.